Hello everyone. So basically this is second part of our name box topic. If you have not watched the previous video, please go and do watch that because this is going to be the little more advanced about the name box. We'll be starting the practical working of the name box in the Excel. So, right? So, okay, let's understand the name box further. Basically this is more of the uh, first video, right? Okay. So in last video we have understood objects. What is the connection between the objects and the name box, and what does the name box do for us, right? So let's do the practical example of the name box by using the name box basically. Okay, let's start it. So I have a sheet basically, and the name of the sheet is product sales, which is here on the left down side. So I'll just click on this is my worksheet basically, which I have created. I have some data here. So we have the sales figures for the various product types of our company, right? And we have also, presented the figures in the chart form basically. So it can also be seen here. Basically, it is showing the current status of the sales, right? Okay, so we have some different charts and the grids, Excel grids basically, the grids, right? So we'll be using the name box and to define the names, to select the object, and to do various tasks, right? So let's begin this by understanding the name box. How does it show the address of the active cell, right? So we all guys are already aware about the active cell, right? So active cell is basically in which we are currently working and which your Excel pointer is located right now, is present, right? So this is your active cell. So wherever you click, no, that becomes your active cell, right? So suppose if I click here, that becomes your active cell. If I click here, that becomes your active cell. So the active cell, I have clicked in the column Y, and this is row number 17. So this becomes your Y17. You can see in the name box also, right? Here on the left side, top left side. So this is your address basically. What name box is doing? It is showing you the address of this particular cell, right? So this is the first thing which name box do, which everyone is aware of already, right? What is next? So basically, so next is basically it is used to define the name of the object, right, guys? So as we covered the object part in previous video, so what you can do, you can just define the name to any object, right? Suppose we have these charts, right? We have these charts in our this particular worksheet. So what we can do, suppose if I click on this chart, can you see the name box shows you the name of this particular chart. The name of this particular chart is the object, right? We have already understood in the previous video. So chart is your object, and it is name box is showing you the name of this particular object, right? If I click here, so now it becomes chart 4. What does that mean? The name of this particular chart is chart 4, right? Suppose if I click here, what it becomes? The name of this particular chart is R, right? Correct? So the name of this chart is not chart 456. The name of this particular chart is R. So now what we'll do, we'll just define the name to a object with the help of the name box. So let's do that. So suppose if I click here in the appliances, this data is basically belongs to the appliances product type, correct? So these are appliances data, right? Now what we'll do, I'll just click on this particular chart. Now it name box is showing the chart 4. What you can do, you can just define the name to this particular object by typing its name in the name box. Let's give it a name, give this object a name, and the name is appliances. Okay, what you need to do, once you enter the name of the object, just press the enter from your keyboard, right? I hope everyone is aware of the keyboard, oh sorry, enter, no, where enter is located in your keyboard. On the right side, right, middle of the keyboard on the right side. So what we'll do, we'll just press the enter from the keyboard. See, suppose if I now click on this particular chart, the name of this chart is being shown by the name box is appliances. So what does it mean? We have defined the name of the object with the help of the name box, right? Similarly, suppose you have inserted a shape. Suppose if I click on this particular sheet, right? If I insert, suppose I just drag it to the, sorry, scroll it to the right. If I suppose I have to insert any picture or suppose shape, suppose I insert this circle, right? Okay, I have inserted this shape, particular shape. What is the name of this particular shape? So how would you know that? With the help of the name box. Name box will show you the name of this particular object. Suppose I click here. So what is it? It's oval one. Now what you want, if you want, you can just change the name of this object. How? Just type the name here. Suppose I give this name, give a name to this object, and that will be Ola. Suppose let's give this object a name as Ola. And what you need to do? Press the enter. Enter. Suppose I click here, name box is showing its actual name that we have changed. This is a new name. And now it will not get changed until you change it from here. So now, right? So this is the name of. Suppose if you want to select it, what you need to do? It's very simple. You just need to type Ola here, and the name box, basically Excel will select that particular object for you guys. So for that, what you need to do? You need to just type the name here. You just need to tell the name to the name box of any particular object to be selected, and name box will do that for you. Will select that object, will show you that object, right? This is the, you know, importance of, this shows the importance of the name box, right guys? Okay, what is next? So we have we have completed this, we have also completed, we have defined the name of the object, we have also seen how to select the object with the help of the name box, and it also shows the name of the object, right? This is one more thing actually will which we will cover. Suppose what you can do. I hope you are aware of the ranges. No, if you are not, so we will cover the topic in the later videos. So in with the help of the name box, you can also define the name to the ranges. What will happen actually? So next time when you select a particular range, when you select the particular name, what will happen actually? Excel will perform the task whichever you will do, right? Only to that particular area or to that particular object or to that particular shape or the area or the range difference basically. So now let's do that. Let me just show you some magic. Suppose I just scroll it to the down. We have this machines data, right? We have this machines data, correct? So we have this machine data set. This is a machine grid. What I'm doing, I'm just selecting this entire area from this grid to the chart area. I've selected this. Now what I'll do, what I will do, I will give this range a name, right? So now you can see R95 is selected. What I'll do, I'll just click here and give this area a name, machine, right? And press the enter from the keyboard. Now I've given a name to this particular area, no? Right? So I have given this area, but give this particular area a name. Now, next time, suppose if you are somewhere else in this particular worksheet, or if you are very far from your current data set, or suppose now you want to go back to the range or your work area, what will you do? Right? What you need to do? Either what you can do, you can just type the name here in the name box of that particular area or the object. So now as we have defined a name to that particular area, so that area becomes an object for us, right? In this for this particular sheet, right? Now what we'll do, we'll just enter the name of that particular area or the object. That is object. We'll call it a object, no? Right guys? So we'll call it a object only. So we want to go back to that object. What you need to do, just put the name of that particular object here in the name box and hit the enter. You'll reach there. See, we are here in the machine. You are anywhere in the sheet. You are whether you are on the top, whether you at the end of the sheet, You just need to you just need to enter the name, or what you can do, you can just select the name from the drop down, right? Suppose I click here, what happens? So Excel brings us to the to that particular object, right? So this is the one more uh, work of the name box. This is very important, guys. I'm telling you. When you start working on the larger data set, no, this is going to really help you a lot. So there is a one more thing. There are many things actually to tell you. You will get amazed actually by seeing them. So suppose as I told you in the previous video, the object works in the for that particular worksheet and within the worksheet environment only. No. Suppose if you have defined a name to any particular object in any other sheet, right? So how will you do? How will you go there? Suppose I come back here in this sheet and I define this particular range. Suppose I have created a, let me just unhide this worksheet. So we have this worksheet named as a one. Suppose I give this particular area as a name. Suppose I give it a name like work area, right? This is going to be work area, but in one sheet, right, guys? In one worksheet, not in other worksheet, but in one worksheet. I'm just defining a name to this range or area as a work area and hit. And when you hit the enter, this particular range is your work area. Suppose I remove the area, deselect it because see, no area is name is reflecting here. What you need to do, either you can just enter the name work area, it will take you there, or you can just select the name from the drop down, right? See, it brings us here, right, guys? Suppose if I click here, what happens? Excel brings us here because this particular name is belongs to this particular sheet, and that work area belongs to that particular sheet, right? So this is how you can just move around within the sheet, correct? Okay, but just keep this in mind. This particular area belongs to this sheet only, this worksheet only, right? And this machine work area, this machine object is belongs to this particular worksheet only, right, guys? Okay, there's one more thing which I need to tell you. Suppose if you are in this particular worksheet, so what does next name box do for you? Suppose if you are selecting any particular range, see what is happening in the name box. What is happening in the name box? So see, it is showing 5R3C. What does it mean? 5 rows. We have selected 5 rows and one column. If I click here, if I scroll it to the right, it changes to 2C means 2 column. If I go here, it becomes 3C. What does it mean? 3 column. If I just scroll it to the down, it becomes 6 rows and 3 columns. So this is the advantage of the name box actually, right, guys? Okay, I hope you have understood the name box completely. If you have not, just do go and watch the previous video also, right? Then it will the name box topic will be clear to you guys completely. Okay. Now see you in the next video with different topic. Bye bye.